Yo, what is going on, guys? DJ Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys a video, show you guys a video of myself shopping around Nike Portland. Basically, I just was looking through and seeing what I could find, seeing what they had in stock, and you could see this is actually my first look at these in hand, the Air Jordan 31s from All-Star Weekend. Kind of the iridescent bottom, and that little swoosh on the side is kind of crazy with the purple metallic sort of look. This is also my first look at the Mellow 13s in hand. Not a bad looking shoe. I don't know. I think the Mellows and the CP3s just don't get enough love, unfortunately, just the way the lines have gone through the years. They need to do something to disturb that line and make it better. I think the M10s was closer to the better ones. That's the only ones that I have, and I really like that M10s. But I don't know. They need to do something. Some interesting looking ones right here. I like the colorways that they have of those, and I think those were training shoes or something like that. Wanted to see what retros they had in stock. No surprise they had these. And these actually you can get online right now for those 6s and a couple other ones, the Black Cats. The 6s are like $150 right now. I tweeted out the links the other day. If you guys missed it, check the link in the description to go see the top deals of the week. And it's definitely something that you should pay attention to if you guys want to see some deals on some sneakers as they drop. But these were my first look in hand too for the alternates. Not bad, just not great in my opinion either. And then you have both pairs of the 15s. I wonder if they're actually going to be retroing any more 15s. It just doesn't seem like they're really selling. You can see the Jumpman in the middle of the store, the statue. And then they actually moved it around. This used to be a Nike ID section, and then now it is Nike SB. And this is my first look at these new Elite Nike SB Dunk Lows. Kind of interesting looking cuts to the shoe. The soles look really nice, revamped a little bit. Definitely has a larger air unit, as you can see. But the overall construction of the shoe looks kind of crazy. Like, usually the SBs had the really fat, puffy tongues, and they're completely going away from that, as you can see there. Some of the box releases, as you see from there and here, the purple box ones. And I didn't see the pink box ones, but these ones are kind of a nice looking colorway of Dunks. But I'm a big fan of Dunks, so it's kind of fun to see what they have in stock there. And then I was looking around, and they had the new TechKnit stuff, and I didn't know they had this. And if they have any of this stuff on the internets on Nike.com, I'll link it if you guys are interested. Kind of cool looking stuff, but definitely expensive, like $225 or $250 or whatever for the jacket. And I like the hoodie one. That's the one I have. But the pants they redid, and they look really nice too. As you can see, there's kind of an interesting looking ribbing on the pants. The t-shirts, though, I was talking to one of the employees there. Shout out to the employees that were there that said what's up to me. This was something that I was really interested in buying. If I saw this at the Nike employee store, I would have bought it, but just too much at the Nike Portland store. Just, it's full price, not the same. Sometimes I'm lucky on catching them at the employee store, though, but those are pretty nice also for a pair of the TechKnit pants. I actually think that the TechKnit looks a little bit better than the first version in the second version. So I don't know, something interesting to look at, and I like that little other one right there. But this was kind of the cool thing. They had this big display thing, Kiss My Airs, and they have the Air Max 90 Ultra 2.0s or whatever they're called, or 2.0 Ultra Flyknits. And this has been a shoe that I haven't tried out yet. I really liked what I saw in hand, though. If you guys want to buy a pair of these, again, check the link in the description, because you can go to Nike's website and go shopping over there if you guys are interested. They should have these still in stock. Probably a sleeper. 160 is not a bad price point, but it's a little steep, but you do get that Flyknit all over the upper. And the soles actually look really nice also. So definitely interested in that pair of Nike Airs, especially with this Air Max month. Basically, it's just like if you don't have at least one pair of Air Maxes, there's a lot of pressure for you to go out there and at least pick up something. This is the Air Max 1. This is the 2.0. And I didn't understand why it was the Ultra 2.0, because Ultra usually means it's hyperfuse and other things. But this has a suede on the toe box and all the way through the heel cup. So I was like, whoa, they put the suede on the Ultra called it an Ultra, but you still get the suede, which is pretty awesome. And for $120, that's like a pretty decent price point for those. So not hating on that at all. And the only difference is obviously you could see the upper part has the hyperfuse instead of the kind of mesh stuff. And here I am working on a thumbnail, holding this thing up, and bing, thumbnail. That's all I wanted to try to get in the lighting, because the lighting is directed towards the sneakers, and if you hold it back, you can't really get the lighting that you needed for something. I was trying to get the unit, the display unit in the back. Another pair of sneakers that I did not see before. These things are fresh, dude. $100, and they're like Air Force Ones, but they're like lighter. They have the super light midsole, but they're not the Flyknit uppers. So it's kind of like the best of the Flyknit upper ones, the Ultras or whatever, because of the midsole is super light. And that was something I really liked about the Flyknit Air Force Ones, which are, again, one of the most slept on pairs of sneakers in 2016, in my opinion. Just super comfortable pair of shoes that just really didn't get any steam. Speaking of not picking up any steam, these, I don't even have a pair of these. I've never even seen them before. I was like, whoa. These look like, if those were the Roshi 2s, I bet they would have actually sold. They should have flip-flopped them and called those the Roshi 2s, because they really looked pretty solid. But speaking of the Roshi 2s, these actually look pretty good too. I was like, man, we're not seeing a lot of promotions on these things, but this is a black and gum sole color of the Roshi 2 in leather. Like, I'm impressed. I was like, if I saw that at the Nike employee store, I would totally buy that shoe. I just think it looks really nice, and it's a simple shoe, and I like the components that they have on there. And even the details of the lacing, the gold tips and everything, I mean, not bad at all. I think Nike's really dropping a lot of sleepers out there that we're just not even covering, unfortunately. And so it's kind of fun to be able to go into Nike Portland and show you guys some of the stuff that is in stock currently online, probably, as well as in stores, including these. This Talarias with the Flyknit. I was like, man, those look really clean in hand. I really like what I was looking at there. And then this material was kind of cool. It had like almost a laser etching on the upper for these, 110 on the price point for those. But yeah, it was kind of cool to just get in the store and see what they had in person again. If you guys want me to do this more often, leave a comment, let me know, or thumbs up the video, or just something, let me know that you guys are interested in seeing that. Got a Shine collection, as you can see right there. I was just looking back at the Jordan wall and seeing everything that they had in stock. Just giving you guys a kind of look overall. But this was also my first look at these in hand. And, you know, it looks good in pictures. It looks like a regular Nike basketball shoe in hand. Honestly, this colorway doesn't do any justice for the shoe. For me personally, I just don't really dig the colorway. The navy and purple and the yellow gold sort of doesn't work. But the employee told me about this, which is something it blew me away. I did not know it had fly wire to hold the strap on. I think that is awesome. That's a really cool design, and definitely makes me want to get one of those. I need those on Nike ID. Can't stress that enough. I need those in the LeBron 14s on Nike ID, as well as the Kyrie 3s. Nike ID, you're failing me, man. I need a design. I need to get my creative energy out there and design some of the sneakers out there. But I don't know. Hopefully they'll get them out there soon, because I definitely want to be able to do that. And they had a bunch of different soldiers out here. They actually had quite a few soldiers, more so than the LeBron 14s, because we've only seen a couple colorways, as you can see. And these are all of the GS ones. You could see, surprised they had some of these. These are kind of fun. I don't know if these are Black History Month or what, but the logo is really solid. If they had those in men's sizes, I would have copped. But they had these in stock too. I was like, man, I remember the day where GS pairs flew off the shelves. They were always gone, and they always sold really, really fast. But now the GS pairs just sit. I don't know if they just increased the quantity or what, but even these are sitting. Like, I really wish I had these in the men's size. I just struck out online. I missed my pair, but I really wanted these in the men's sizes, but they had them in the kids. That is a clean looking colorway, and it's a really nice looking model, in my opinion. But that was pretty much it. Just an overall look at everything in the store. Upstairs, downstairs had a little bit of stuff too, but mostly just display and women's clothes. And this display upstairs, I always have to visit this and just walk through it and look every single time I come into the store. I can't not look at it, and it's the same shoes every single time. But it's always fun just to see them, and it's like all of their Jordans in an all-white colorway at the very top. So I always have fun and looking at these. And if you could pick any two of the ones in the cases, which two Air Jordans would you want in the all-white colorways? Like, I mean, that's a tough question for me even. I don't know which ones I would pull. Those 23s are really sick. That might be one of the ones that I would get. But anyway, that was kind of just a look at that. And then you could see from the Jumpman the down view as the statue hangs in the middle of the room. And that's pretty much it. But that's all we have. Kind of a fun, nice day out in Portland. And so I went and shopped around. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys did, again, show your support. And yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. Have a good one. And if you guys are interested in buying any Air Maxes for Air Max Day, check the links in the description and shop around and see what they have. The funny thing about this whole trip here was that I actually was not wearing Nikes when I went in there. I was rocking my Yeezys because I went to Nike I went to the Adidas employee store earlier that day. So kind of funny that I was rocking my Yeezys in there, but it is what it is though. The last thing I wanted to show you guys is as I was driving back home, check it out. On the actual right-hand side is Dornbecker Children's Hospital, and the OHSU was the one that I just passed right there. So kind of fun.